Hello, welcome to the cold start video of the 1969 Lotus Elan S4 SE. The vehicle is nice and cold, ready for this startup video. It's a cold day, but the car does live in a garage. If you can start the engine, please. If I get a couple of light revs, please. Thank you. Welcome to this on the road video of the 1969 Lotus Elan S4 SE. We're on nice country roads today with clear left, so we're going to get to really enjoy this car the way it should be. Check out that sound. There we go, we've just gone through the whole gearbox. I'm not too sure if you really need to know anything else about this car to know if you want it or not, so let's just very quickly come down the centre of the dashboard here. Looking to the far right there, we've got good oil pressure. The coolant temperature has come up nicely and it's up to operating temperature. The speedometer is working as it should. The tachometer is trying to do something, but in general it's not really working. And then we've got about 3/4 a tank of petrol. So whilst we're slowing down and we've got a little bit quieter, you've gone up and down the gears a few times now. It seems to be just biting into the gears beautifully. How does the clutch feel on the car?
The clutch is fine, it's really easy. The bite point is very easy to find. The gearbox is, well, I don't know, for people who know, it's a 2000E gearbox, which is one of the best gearboxes Ford ever built. And it's just beautiful, it's like a switch. So changing gear in this car is an absolute joy. It's actually really powerful. The rolling road tune showed it delivers 112 horsepower out the rear wheels, which is quite interesting because that's 7 more than the Elan Sprint delivers out the rear wheels. So whatever was done to the engine was a really good job by the previous owner.
That's it, brilliant. And when you put your foot down, it goes to show. It really does. It comes alive, doesn't it?
It picks up beautifully. Yeah, the engine is so smooth in its delivery, considering it's 53 years old.
Yeah, and I mean, whilst you're going along, whilst you're pushing, I'm kind of sort of listening and feeling in, and there's no flat spots at all, is there? No. It just pulls all the way through the rev range, no problems at all.
No, the guys who set it up, who rebuilt the carburetors and then set the whole engine up, did a fantastic job. But then they specialise in rebuilding classic Aston Martins, so they know their stuff.
That's brilliant.
I'll give them a quick plug. It's Project Heaven in Apethorpe.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
And then further to that, so obviously we're talking about how well it goes and how good the gearbox feels on it. The steering, how does the steering feel?
Well, the steering is as you would expect a Lotus to be. It's very light and it's incredibly direct. So there's no power assistance, you're just straight to the rack, to the wheels, so you can feel everything that's going on. And as you can see, even just turning here, tiny amount of inclination of the wrist, and you're going around the corner.
That's it. I mean, obviously with it being a really light car, it doesn't make it heavy, not having the power steering.
Super light.
Yeah, awesome. And it also, I've noticed in a straight line, the steering point's straight as well.
Yeah, well, when I had the steering rack rebuilt when I bought the car, and of course all the geometry set up properly again by Project M. Thank you again, guys. You're on your beer now.
Great. So I guess the only other thing really is the brakes.
Brakes, discs all round. Are you ready?
Yep. Wow. Yep. You stand on the brakes, I nearly go through the windscreen. So yeah, absolutely amazing. And you didn't have to rest the steering wheel at all there. It's a nice straight stop as well. And I guess the only other points I would have is I've been sat here, the road's a little bit bumpy around here, and I've been listening in to the suspension, and there's no knocks, no bangs, no crunches, nothing like that at all.
No, again, the previous owner did a really thorough rebuild of the whole car, including all the suspension, and then when I bought it, I put in new rear dampers and new solid drive shafts, which are a vast improvement over the old Lotus Rotoflex couplings, so you don't get any wind up from the drive shafts that you put in the old Lotus.
Yeah.
All the receipts and everything are there, you can see.
Yeah.
In the manual, not the manual, in the file that comes with the car.
And obviously it just gives you that confidence to be able to throw it into a bend, and you know it's going to just take you around and fly out the other side of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very, very different from driving a modern car. It's very visceral. So you feel everything that's going on, particularly with the roof down. But the car just responds to the tiniest movement. Again, it's a car behind me, but you can see the tiniest movement of the wheel, and the car responds.
Beautiful.
It does take a bit of getting used to after a modern car because it is so responsive in the front end. And it's really talking, so in fourth gear, on the foot now,
And away it goes.
there's a modern Lotus going the other way.
Well, that's awesome. Well, hopefully we're giving everybody watching this video the information they need to decide whether this is the car for them, or how much they're willing to put a bid in on this car. And thank you for bringing me out today. It's been a really enjoyable one.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.